All right, so you're listening because you want to know about the best new gaming phone.
Sounds like it.
And one of the biggest names in the game has always been Asus with their ROG phone line.
Yeah, for sure.
We are on like the 7th generation of these phones.
Crazy.
And we've got a fresh review here of the ROG Phone 8, launched January 2024.
Okay.
And this is going to be our deep dive into whether or not this phone is for you.
All right, let's do it.
So first up,
Yeah.
Asus has made a really interesting design choice with this generation.
Interesting in what way?
Well, they've kind of toned down the whole, like, hardcore gamer aesthetic.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's not, like, super angular and aggressive looking anymore.
Huh. So it's not like screaming gamer at you.
Exactly. Like, this could almost pass for just a regular, like, flagship phone.
I wonder if you're trying to appeal to like a wider market then.
Yeah, people who want the power but maybe aren't into the whole, like, flashy gamer look.
That makes sense.
But they didn't completely abandon their roots.
Okay. How so?
So both the base model and the Pro still have that customizable RGB LED logo on the back.
Okay, gotta have that RGB.
But the Pro Edition has something even cooler.
What's that?
A whole LED matrix on the back.
What?
Yeah, you can do like personalized animations, notifications, even GIFs.
That's pretty wild.
Right.
So Asus definitely still knows their audience.
For sure. So let's get into the specs, because this is where it gets really interesting.
Okay, hit me.
You've got a few different options to choose from.
Okay, lay it on me.
So there's 12 gigs of RAM with 256 storage, or 16 gigs with 512.
Not bad.
Or, and this is where it gets insane, the Pro Edition bumps it up to 24 gigs of RAM.
24 gigs.
24 gigs.
That's like a laptop.
It's more than some laptops.
Jeez, what are you even gonna do with all that RAM?
Well, the real question is, what can't you do?
True.
Seriously, though, this thing is an absolute beast.
So what are we looking at price-wise for all these configurations?
Let's see. For the base model, you're looking at around $1,100 US.
Okay.
And then the top-tier Pro Edition, with all the bells and whistles, is going to set you back about $1,500.
Okay, that's not too unreasonable considering the specs.
Not at all. And it's not just about the amount of RAM, right? They're also using the fastest stuff out there.
Oh, yeah? What kind are we talking?
This phone's rocking LPDDR5X RAM and UFS 4.0 storage.
Okay, so what does that mean for the average user?
Basically, it means everything's going to be blazing fast.
Like, how fast are we talking?
Think loading massive games in seconds, no more staring at loading screens.
That's a dream.
And multitasking is going to be a breeze, no lag whatsoever.
Now, that's what I like to hear.
Now, one thing that caught my eye in the review was the battery.
Oh, yeah, what about it?
It's actually slightly smaller than the previous generation.
That's a bit odd.
Yeah, it's 5,500 milligas.
Okay, so not tiny, but still.
Still, I know some hardcore gamers might be a little worried about that.
Yeah, especially if they're pushing the phone to its limits.
Exactly. But here's the thing. The new chipset is also supposed to be way more energy efficient.
Right, so even though the battery's smaller, it might actually last just as long.
That's the hope anyway. We'll have to wait for real-world tests to see how it holds up.
Yeah, makes sense.
Another change they made are the shoulder buttons.
Oh, really? What did they do?
So they ditched those ultrasonic triggers.
Oh, interesting.
And went with pressure-sensitive buttons instead.
So more like a traditional controller.
Yep, they wanted to make them feel more tactile.
I could see how that would improve the gaming experience for some people.
Absolutely, and of course this wouldn't be a ROG phone without some serious gaming features.
Oh, for sure. What else did they pack into this thing?
Well, first off, you've got those customizable air triggers.
Yeah, those are pretty much a staple at this point.
Right, they give you that console-like experience right on your phone.
Yeah, I've always liked those.
And then there's this crazy accessory called the AeroActive Cooler X.
Okay, what is that?
So it's basically a snap-on fan.
A fan?
Yeah, but not just any fan. It's got an AI-controlled humidity sensor, RGB lighting, and get this 4 different cooling modes.
4 different cooling modes. Why?
Well, I guess they really want to make sure this phone stays cool no matter what.
I mean, it makes sense. Heat is the enemy of performance.
Exactly. When your phone starts to overheat, it has to throttle the performance to avoid damage.
Right, which leads to lag and stuttering, and nobody wants that.
So a good cooling system is essential for maintaining peak performance, especially during those long gaming sessions.
Yeah, I can see how that would be a big selling point for serious mobile gamers.
Oh, absolutely.
So what about the screen itself? Any upgrades there?
Yeah, it's protected by Gorilla Glass Vegas, so, it's tough.
Gotta have that durability.
And they've also included a special antibacterial screen protector.
Antibacterial, huh? That's a new one.
Yeah, I guess they're thinking about hygiene now, too.
Makes sense, especially with all the touching and swiping we do on our phones.
Exactly. So there you have it, the Asus ROG Phone 8.
A gaming powerhouse disguised as a sleek everyday phone.
Exactly. It's kind of a bold move from Asus, I think.
Yeah, they're really trying to have their cake and eat it, too.
Right. Trying to appeal to both hardcore gamers and more general users.
I wonder how that's going to go down with the ARG eBay phone.
That's the big question. Will this design shift win over new fans or alienate the old ones?
Only time will tell.
Yeah. What do you think? Let us know in the comments.
We'd love to hear your thoughts.
All right, that's going to wrap it up for this deep dive on a ROG Phone 8.
Thanks for joining us.
Until next time.
See ya.